Chapter 1, Math. Math felt totally different for me this year, with Mr. Jacobowski being my teacher, because he taught me all kinds of new tricks and methods that really made a difference compared to my past experiences at Belterra. These are two of my best journal examples. The one to the left shows a line plot with extra work that wasn't needed, just to show that I went the extra step. To the right is my vocabulary with a drawn example of what the word is on a coordinate grid. I am so proud of myself and honestly can't believe that I was the one to create it. These are examples of my math classwork. The one to the left shows my math classwork from Chapter 5, the beginning of the year, and the one to the right shows my math classwork from Chapter 11, the very end of the year. There is such a difference, from arrows to 3D shapes drawn to perfection. Chapter 2, Science. My take on science changed greatly this year. In my past years on science, it was all about charts and electricity, but this year, science was real and not just some experiment. In this chapter, you will find some of my best work from this year. My science journals are my favorite because I put so much time and effort into them, and they look amazing. The one above resembles the solar system, and the one below resembles climate change. The illustrations say it all, to be honest, and I'm glad to know that as this year is coming to an end, I did some outstanding work. This piece is showing my coding and notes from a classwork assignment. You might be thinking the teacher did a good job, but you might be surprised to know that I did that without being asked. I was originally asked to do some coding here and there, but I went beyond that and did all the coding I was taught to do in 4th grade. Chapter 3, Reading. Reading is one of my favorite subjects, and it's not just because of the constant tests. It's because of books. What is life without books? I love reading, and Miss Newman respected that because she too likes to read. I had a great experience reading all types of books, and can't wait to read even more. Here you will find 2 pieces from my reading journal. We didn't have a designated area for our work, but I made the most of the tools provided in Notability and created what you see here. The one to the left is my favorite because it is organized and the little picture totally fits the structure name and looks great. I hope I'm able to do this in high school. Below shows a coded passage. It is covered in notes and coding, and it was because a story like that one had so many details and facts that it was hard not to write it all down and make sense of it all. Chapter 4, History. There wasn't much done in history, but that doesn't mean I didn't learn a lot. I did projects and made PowerPoints, I learned about the continents, and much more that you will find in this chapter. If you want to see one of my History Project iMovies, please scan the QR code. Hope you enjoy! Here is a United States sheet that I colored using a textbook, and I wrote the name of each of the states, and I outlined the continents. Chapter 5, Writing. Writing is absolutely my favorite subject because I love to write stories based on articles and throw a bunch of information together to create something great. In this chapter, you will find some of my favorite stories. These are 2 of the best stories that I have written this year, and are 2 of my favorites. The purple one was about Theodore Roosevelt, and the green one was about clutter. I think I did a good job on them, and would love to improve even more in this subject. Chapter 6, Reflection. This chapter will mainly be a reflection on how I think I did this year. It came from the heart and really explains what this year has meant to me. I hope you find that it was true to me, so stay tuned. Up next is a reflection video explaining my experience being with the Hive. With all that my teachers have done, FSA wasn't a problem. Hi people of the world, I'm Madeline Lee, and my 5th grade year was like no other, all thanks to my 2 favorite teachers, Mr. Jacobowski and Miss Newman. They made a huge impact on my perspective of things, my character, respect, and most importantly, thinking differently. Mr. Jacobowski has taught us, the Hive students, to think differently. At first I thought, does he want us to be smarter or something? But no. It meant that we need to be problem solvers, to find our way around things we thought were hard, and to teach ourselves instead of being taught by others. After doing this, everything seemed so much clearer and understandable. FSA was a piece of 3.14. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.